Throw now, Lawrence on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, that's a terrific achievement.
Lawrence's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They converted twice on the drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Hurts throw here complete to Kelsey. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Hurts. He'll get this one to Kelsey. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So them little niggas stop treating Wanda like, I mean, these places like they jokes, nigga.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And in for the Steelers touchdown. T. Higgins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence looking for Pryor long. And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that one complete once again to Higgins. He's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Ball on the 8, and they don't care, they shoot, and they don't have no purpose for their life. They don't give a fuck if you do.
When you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Bro, they have no hope there, unfortunately, Doug. Like, I have no. Like that's their excitement. That's their excitement. I don't have no problem. And they don't care about none of that other issue talking. Well, I'm a college student. Well, I'm a mother. I'm a father. Nigga, you see they just still tell woman. Like,
the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Prater for the extra point.
That was like Coach Stone. Like, that was Coach Stone. Yeah. I think they I don't know, but they started on the highway, though. And that's the thing, too. In KC Mo, nigga, you ain't even got to be, like, bothering nobody. Niggas just shoot on the highway. Yeah.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I'm like, man, shit. I don't be playing with them. I don't know the
drive about to get started. Right now, Charles.
Well, I'm just saying it from the sense of like niggas. I'm just saying like niggas don't care. You know, like niggas don't think about like whether or not.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think?
This person might have a family.
Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
You ready?
Yeah. He don't go to where? Oh, yeah, no, I don't let him do weird, man.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Touchdown! T. Higgins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to run.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They go play action with Hurts. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Travis Kelce, beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Prater for the extra point. And the run is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. Pryor has it complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like a... And it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that
he's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time through the air. 76 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Prater's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done. So
still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields this way up at the 17. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know that.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And some room to roam now. Loose inside the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. Looking for Pryor, long. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And he's going to be taken down, but flags all over the field, and I don't think this is going to stand. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Room here to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Lawrence will throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns are able to claw one back. And Johnson's extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
To the 43, 2nd down. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Steelers continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes left side, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
Okay.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Lawrence looking for Pryor long. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Ready, ready. Hey, high 7. Opposite.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, Echo. Hurry. Look at me. Get her. Hurry. Side.
Now Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnes. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Come on, get.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know,
and my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really going on.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence. And now here is another interception. And he brings brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one.
A lot of them niggas, they don't play though because
if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this.
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. A final shot now for Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. When they went for two, it wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Steelers, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll limp to the finish line.
Yes. Yes. Huh? Somebody at the door? Get off the door. Get off there, Landon. Whose car is this? What car did you get dropped off in? Oh, this wasn't, huh? That what? The one that's in my driveway. Yeah, I opened it up for him. Thank you for letting me know, Brandon. Yeah, let me see my phone over. Yeah, let me go turn the game off and Daddy come back upstairs, okay? Do you want me to turn the TV off for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Be careful with the ball, okay? Which one do you want to watch? Which one? I don't know which one you're talking about. You want to put it on? You want to watch Woeful? Okay. Woeful was not in? Okay. How about this one? Daddy be right back. You gonna do exercise? Huh? Alright,
something like the goat off in that pocket, whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team, congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding.
oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose MVP of Edgerrin James. Dang it.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. We can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
Derwin James finished the season with 18 interceptions and 5 defensive touchdowns.
say heavy, I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I say Kelly, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they jam me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby followers, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. For I die, they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only got for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous.
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I went in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots.
Who are you playing?
Like Samson, I cut off the locks.
The Dolphins?
In a cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Lose you back and I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony
I thought that he had a better year than I expected him to have last year.
I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills. I feel like I'm Lauren. You ready or not? I like who got business.
But that's what I'm saying. I thought that was above expectations for him.
We've been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush, more vacation, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus.
I told you that last year.
Cup, toast to the winners, throw it up.
I liked him last year. I didn't get a single sack last game. Wow.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running street, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just rip a jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear it again. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell them my vision. You young, she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This body will cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. But soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.